Mothership Radiant Descent Part 9 episode is today.
All of that, like you said.
And more.
And more.
Last time, y'all met a new companion who is not gay. This is a very defining characteristic of him.
I forgot that.
I went from being pointlessly racist against robots, which in this situation was perfectly warranted, to pointlessly homophobic.
Potentially internalized homophobia.
Specifically against yourself,
Yes.
more than against any external
Absolutely.
force.
Yeah, exactly.
Because in my head, in the future, no one even cares anymore. But this character does.
Most people don't even know what you're talking about.
So that happens, and then you
What I
guys
started with.
finally accepted
Okay.
Monarch's task, I think is what finally happened. Now that you are down the pretty much one companion who was against working with Monarch, the rest of you are on board. Or at least you've taken this quest. Who knows if you'll complete it. Monarch certainly has plans for you if you do not. She's laid those out quite clearly. But the task is to find a data drive in a place called the Gutter, which is somewhere on floor 2, which is where you all have just arrived.
Yes.
You don't yet know the location of this place. Monarch says it's somewhere off her network, so she can't easily send androids there. But that's what you all are for. Because you're definitely not androids.
Definitely not. Now, what I have for a map was... I have some text that says Executive Lounge.
Yes.
I have a box that says Eden inside it, and maybe a little upside down man stick figure, or maybe I don't know what that was.
A little plant.
There was something on a table, maybe.
Yeah. I think there's some fake plants around.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then I have a thing that says airlock, and then just an opening line on the other side, denoting that we don't know what's on the other side of the airlock.
All right, that sounds accurate to me. So you're in the executive lounge, which is just like a lobby for this elevator on arrival here. It looks like, there are no other entrances to this room, really. So instead, it's this is the lobby, like the elevator is the main entrance to this place, but now you've entered a whole new region of the place, so it needs a new entrance, right? You're not just entering into some random floor here, you're entering into a whole new building that just happens to be connected to everything else. So this very welcoming lobby has an airlock leading from it, and we saw several, I think about half a dozen heads kind of poking around a wall, just comically stacked on top of each other. They all are bald heads, but they all look to be almost identical, but very slightly different, each of them. But they don't have any multitude of eyes or anything weird about them. They just look to be looking at you all with wonder, really wide eyes, like somebody's here.
Can you repeat where those heads were? You said around the corner.
Inside the airlock.
Inside the airlock, okay. Thank you.
Is the airlock closed?
Yes.
There's 6 of them.
There are an indeterminate number.
I thought he
3
said
is a
there were
crowd.
6.
Okay.
I thought he said that.
I would say not paying attention, but trying to think of 4 things at once.
I only need
I
to
wasn't
count to
thinking.
4. That's how many rounds on my gun.
I can't believe I spent that much money. I'm back down to being broke.
Yeah. They're like a bundle of living
Well, I'm
graves.
now well armed,
Well, that's
Excellent.
good.
but I'm broke.
Do those heads that are in the airlock, do they, from this distance to Bessie, do they look alive? Is there any motion I
look
can
alive.
see?
They're all just watching you and occasionally
Okay.
whispering to each other. Occasionally
Gotcha.
somebody will say something, the other one will hit them on the head. No, stop that. They're clearly.
Do they have
Yeah.
hands and arms attached to the heads?
Yeah, I described them as heads because that's all you can really see. But
Yeah.
you also see fingers. with
Oh,
them
gotcha.
above.
But these
Okay.
are definitely people. Not
They're
like
there are
androids.
people hiding behind the door, but they're very comically hiding behind the door, and you can very clearly see them, but they think they're hidden. It's
Gotcha.
kind of
It's
I'm
like
gonna put a gun
a
in.
cartoonish everybody poking in a totem pole around the corner.
yeah.
You gotcha.
They look puzzled at your display above
Okay.
them, right?
It seems that there are some people on this floor.
You want to kill him?
Don't kill
No,
them.
really? Why is that your first reaction?
Why wouldn't it be?
Because they don't look like they have any kind of weapons they're pointing at us. They look awfully friendly.
That's what they want. you
They
to
have
think.
mouths. That's a good first step as far as, what we've encountered so far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Pretty
try to
good.
make first contact. What do I even have in my inventory? I have a vibe shetty. I'm not gonna wield it. I am wearing advanced battle dress, so that's maybe a little intimidating. I'm gonna have my med scanner, but in case it looks to them like a weapon, I'm just gonna have it like pointed down to the ground.
Okay.
I'm gonna waddle over to the airlock. I'm gonna wave at them. Hello, I'm Bessie. I am a researcher from off-world isn't maybe the right term, but it's essentially off-world.
Can
They'll
you
wave
hear
back
through an
at you in
airlock door?
unison.
Probably not.
Hi.
Their waving is all synchronized. As they
Oh.
wave back at you.
Are these the Jimmies we heard about?
And you hear them all try to speak to you through the airlock door at once, but it just comes up.
Yes.
Do they look like Jimmy?
They do not look like
Okay.
you,
Would
No,
we
they're not
know
Jimmy.
What Jimmy looks like?
Wait, we saw Jimmy, right?
You saw
Did
kind
we?
of a Jimmy.
We saw a
I
half
saw
Jimmy.
the mutated.
You saw the mutated
Yeah,
half.
I think that's enough that I'd be able to
I- I-
recognize.
I couldn't
facial
remember if it
features.
was
I
this
have
guy
Jimmy
that saw
samples
Jimmy or
in
not.
my sample kit.
Oh, good. Does it look familiar? Does it look the same as?
I got a piece of.
They do look friendly.
Couple of parts.
Couple teeth.
I'm gonna show them the med scanner. I'm gonna like
A
point it
little
at
bit of
myself
flesh, a
to
little
show
bit of
them
heart, a
that
little bit of brain.
like it's not a weapon and pull the trigger, and then I'm gonna try to scan one of them.
Okay.
Then she blows her head off.
I
Dang
don't
it.
think it works through the airlock door.
Okay.
So you
Oh,
point
dang.
at them. They look puzzled. They're all like very like curious, looking up at each other, down at the other ones beneath them, and like back at you.
So what do y'all say about opening this door? I want to get.
Should we lure them to the door to get them to open it?
I suppose.
What is the advantage
We
of that?
try.
Well, then we can see what they actually are.
I'm gonna point to the lock.
You are very concerned that this is a six-headed person,
I
aren't
am
you?
very concerned this is a six-headed person.
One of them seems to be a little more intelligent than the others, and their eyes go wide a little bit, and they disappear behind the wall.
Oh, they didn't seem like that.
Just a moment later, the airlock door starts to open. And you depressurize and
Well,
So they can control that remotely.
apparently,
they
maybe
kind
there's.
of
like a lever
stumble
over
out of the
there.
door, and one of them runs up to you and says, hello, are you celestial folks?"
What is it? What
And
does it look
somebody
like?
else says, what?
He came up to us. Is that correct?
Yeah, one
Okay.
of them runs up to you, the others are kind of like scattering in, but one of them was clearly like a little bit more enthusiastic and got to you first.
Is it just like a person wearing a spacesuit? Is it literally a head with arms?
It's a person. It is a person.
This isn't your camp.
They're not
for
wearing a
God's sake.
spacesuit. It's not far off from some of the things that were in here, to be fair.
No.
This is a person, but they look like perhaps a prisoner or something.
Okay.
They're wearing like a monocolor jumpsuit that covers their
Okay.
entire body, including gloves and boots. Their head is sticking out and is bald. They look a little bit crazy. That kind of thing.
Oh, as I was trying to say through the airlock, I'm Bessie. I'm a researcher from off-world is what I'm gonna say at this point.
A Bessie.
Bessie,
I see.
Yes.
We've never had a Bessie before.
It's a pretty common name where I come from. Not as much on, Mars or whatever. I've never been to Mars. I wouldn't know.
Is a name a kind of celestial?
I don't know what a celestial is. Would you mind telling me?
Well,
I would love
you
to
came
take notes.
from out.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the world. That's a celestial, is it not? You came from...
Yes, then I suppose
Stars?
that's all of us.
Yes, we have come from the stars.
Yes.
Then
From
you're a
the...
celestial.
Well, there we go. Yes, we are celestials. Yeah.
Are there any windows conveniently pointing to one of the ships that are blockading here?
Are there any what?
Windows that you can see the ships that are blockading?
There are windows here. None of them are showing the ships, no. There are very few windows here, though, I will say.
So what I'm hearing is that you all maybe have the same name.
None of us are names. No, we are chosen.
Oh, it's the chosen ones.
What does that mean? Full circle.
Well, it's what we are. As you are a Bessie.
You see, I'm a Bessie because my mama and my papa, when I was born, they said, you know what? Let's call her Bessie.
Are those other kinds of celestials?
I suppose. I think they stayed on their planet, so, No, maybe. So you're chosen. All of you are the chosen. You're saying?
Yes.
Who
They say in unison.
chose you?
That's a good question.
Monarch, our god.
Oh, there we go. We're working with Monarch.
I
Monarch
see.
is helping with
So
my
you're
research.
angel celestials, then.
If you say so.
Sounds pretty good.
That's much better than
Well,
devil
see?
celestials.
See what? Oh, I imagine those are the ones that try to kill you.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. See, we're not those. We're
Like witching.
maybe
Devil celestials are the enemies of monarch, the god.
that tracks.
How long have you been
They have a
here?
robust theology.
My. Is there a time before here?
Well, time passes.
I suppose that's true. I never
Do you have a
thought about
watch?
Were you born here?
it. What's a watch?
They
I'm
don't-
watching you right now.
They don't have watches. Watches are little devices, and every time, like if you count and you go like 1, 2, 3, it's got a little number that counts up, and so you know that time is passing because the number changes.
If technology is advancing the same linear fashion that it does in real life, even each individual shotgun shell I have has a clock on
Probably.
it.
You have apps on your shelves.
It was just really easy to put in, so they did.
Yeah, exactly. It was like 1 penny, so why not?
So yeah, time is just how we reference one thing happening after another. So we're not asking any
Oh,
kind
I'm
of
aware
big
of time.
questions, just kind of saying like, if you like counted from 1 to 60 and that was a minute, and then 60 minutes
Where's
was
the
an hour,
drive?
awfully rude.
What drive?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, Monarch sent us
I
to
never tried to obey monarch.
yes.
Oh, good.
So, oh yeah, Monarch has given us instruction.
They don't know math, but they're pretty good on linguistics.
Monarch has given us instructions to find a device that stores information inside it, which is called a drive.
I see, a holy quest.
Yes, exactly that. And it was we were supposed to go to the gutter to find it. This is a very important thing Monarch has asked us to do, and you know, it would be just the most fantastic thing if it was just a super easy thing for us to do. It does kind of make me wonder why Monarch didn't just ask you to do it if it was an easy thing. So it's probably not an easy thing, is it?
I've never heard of the gutter before.
Well, maybe that's why.
Have you ever been someplace where you couldn't hear Monarch?
No, never. Monarch is always with us.
Okay.
Monarch is with us right now.
Yes, that seems very likely. Have you ever seen a... Don't worry about it.
Well, celestial travelers, welcome to Eden.
Thank you.
You?
Are there many chosens like you around here?
Oh yes, there are many more of us.
Like maybe how many, if you were to give a exact guess?
Well, Monarch banned us from counting over the number 9.
That is
More than 9.
unexpected.
More than 9 nines?
Monarch nerfed their civilization by
Blood
limiting them to
rising in their
basement.
face a little bit, like, as they try to really think about that.
I
very
don't think
hard.
they know about counting. Do they have 9 fingers?
Oh no.
I don't know how to answer that question.
Okay.
No, they have 10 fingers.
Okay.
They just never count all them, I guess.
I wonder which one is forbidden. Wait till they learn about toes.
Counting on the wrong finger is a shibboleth. That lets you remove from the society.
And they just shoot you out the airlock.
So is there an area where you all never go?
Well, we never go anywhere that the Celestials go.
But we're here right now.
Well, I mean, we never leave. So,
I see.
where you just came from, the stars.
Do other celestials come here often?
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes there's great slaughter.
Okay. Ooh.
It's
What?
a test of faith by Monarch.
I see.
Can you go into a little more detail?
Oh, suddenly now you're in anthropology.
In order to prove our faith to Monarch, sometimes Monarch tests us.
That does seem on track.
By
with
having
what
you
we've
slaughter
experienced.
celestials?
Oh no, much the other way around.
By having celestials
Oh.
slaughter you?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, I have to assume so. Monarch's in control of everything.
Well, we're not planning on slaughtering you.
Yes,
Oh.
I know. You are angel celestials,
Oh.
not devil celestials.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
I'm not so sure about that one.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna talk about it. It happened or it won't happen. I have nothing to do with it.
I'm gonna needlessly muscle past this guy despite not being in my way at all. And just start like sweeping, clearing
They
the
don't stop
entire
you
section.
at all. They just like you bump them out of the way, and he just like, oh, I've been touched. And like,
Touched by an angel.
like smiles at you.
And I'm just going to start searching everything behind him forwards.
Okay. So as you enter the airlock and you move through it a little bit, you find that you couldn't see it from the outside, but now that you're in here, it's a 3-way airlock. The door perpendicular to your entrance has like big red lights on it all around it. It's probably locked, you gather. You can go up and try. The other one is green, so you can exit that way. Do you want to try the locked door and see if you can get through that, or try and investigate it at all, or do you just pass right on through too?
No, I'm not that smart, so I'm just going to keep
Okay.
trudging forward.
Alright. So you make it into a small section of hallway that has a large bathroom in it, it looks like, across the hall. And that appears to be the only thing here. It's just like halls that open up into a set of bathrooms.
Is it filled with these people?
You can hear some chatter coming from the bathrooms, yeah.
Does this entire society live in a bathroom?
They're like Fraggles, but
You
in
imagine
space.
probably not, but you know, you never know.
Well,
You haven't discovered otherwise yet, so...
Do you want to go talk to the toilet man?
I'm not. I didn't follow him. I'm gonna ask one of the chosen to essentially just like give us information so we can fill out the little mini map that I'm drawing on my little in-game characters. Note paper.
hey, what's over there? Hey, what's over there? What's over there?
They may not understand like geometry. That may be a limitation Monarch has placed upon them to prevent them from uplifting themselves.
But again, thesaurus every 5 feet.
They know the alphabet like nobody's business.
So do you enter any of the bathrooms?
I'm going to go with him, mostly to make sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
Alright.
I'm gonna stay behind. Until-
You're going to stay with Bessie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just having a chat asking for map information.
Oh, you're just asking one of the people?
Yeah.
One of the locals?
Probably the same guy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
hard
yeah.
to tell because they're all wearing exactly the same thing. They have very similar features. Like you might notice when they're side by side, like okay, that guy's nose is just a little bit bigger. They look
This
very similar.
may be a more complete version of the tech that has continuously created Jimmy's.
It might be.
Or the opposite. These are all just, they were trying to make the same one and just fucking up.
These are the prototypes.
The proto Jimmy's.
Uh,
The
so
Jimmy tapes.
the one that you do get to talk to here will mention a few things. Say, well, nearby is the visitor's shrine, of course, and then we have the playground in the garden. I spend most of my time there, of course, and
They have one.
he just kind of trails off.
And anything else? You kind of trailed off there.
What? No, what?
Is there something that you're not? Why aren't you telling me the thing you're not telling me?
Look over there.
That is curses. Have been outmaneuvered by the locals.
He's been foiled again.
Yes. Well, there's something they don't want us to find. It seems that we have a mystery on our hands.
The other ones all followed him.
Yeah,
Oh,
they move in packs.
They do move in herds. I guess we should probably go find the devil angel, whatever they call him.
well, we
I am checking and clearing every single bathroom with
Okay.
needless meticulousness.
So when you enter the bathrooms, you find them pretty smashed. Everything else around here was like pretty clean and immaculate. This bathroom, like the porcelain tiles are cracked and shattered, and it looks like somebody has come through and like picked up pieces of the tiles and like stacked them in the corner a little bit, but they're clearly shattered and like somebody just got them out of the way. The mirrors are all broken, all that kind of stuff.
Pooping is forbidden in this society.
Exactly.
oh no.
They never poop. 0 fiber diets.
They are far too efficient.
There's no fiber in
Just
space.
dump it all in the airlock and open it.
Oh,
There
gosh.
is
Imagine
a-
flushing and your toilet connects to the airlock. You just get sucked
Yes.
through the pipes.
You have to go out there and just hope it doesn't take longer than your breath lasts.
Yeah, true. There is some kind of scanner. It looks like something that you'd put your head up against, and it would cover your eyes and like nose area, and then like kind of half of a helmet above your head.
VR pooping.
But it's very clearly
Very
marked
advanced.
diagnostic scanner over the top of it.
For when you need to understand why you're constipated.
Yes. The mirror is graffitied.
It's for your butt.
Oh.
Yes. The mirror is graffitied. The Minotaur extends beyond the Minotaur.
Huh.
As you're being very meticulous, right?
Oh yeah, I am searching for hostels and ordnance.
Okay. Since you're searching
You're in the right place.
so meticulously, give me a D100 roll.
98.
All right. So, you find that the mirror, one of the corners of the mirror is unscrewed from the wall. And you go to reach for that and kind of rattle it, and it does move. And if you lift it up a little bit, it kind of slides out of place, and you can pull the mirror back. And there's like a hole kind of carved into the wall back there. Like somebody carved out a couple of the bricks of the wall and pulled them out. And there's like a little nook. So in that nook, you find a rigging gun, which I can get you though. I survived to look that up.
Neat.
It is a rigging gun that is customized to trigger a 2d10 damage electric shock upon firing to the target. There's a note attached that says, Ishmael sends their regards.
Oh, hell yeah. We're gonna Ahab this shit. Is that in addition to its normal 1d10
I don't want to
damage?
fight
It's
a
not
giant
damage,
space
yeah.
whale in this game.
No?
We're just gonna all get eaten immediately. We're probably gonna have to fight a giant space whale in this
God, I
game.
hope so.
It's probably what the Minotaur is gonna be. Minotaur flesh was blubber the whole time.
You also find what appears to be like a personal computer terminal, but it's a little bulkier than the ones you've seen before. But it's similar to the one that I'm sorry, it's been a couple weeks. We had names before. There's just round of names because it's been a few weeks, and these are new.
I'm
characters.
Bessie still.
Bessie.
Duncan.
Duncan, right?
How could you
Zane.
forget Duncan?
I don't know. Why I forgot Duncan.
Dicky Manlow.
Dinky man.
Dicky
Right, it was
man.
not okay. Okay. So
Absolutely
Duncan had a personal computer that got fried recently. It looks very similar to that, but it's a little chunkier, kind of like if you were to go get a slightly older computer today in our world. It's like a little bit older. It's like the futuristic equivalent of like an old CRT monitor, like just kind of bulky. But it's not so bulky you couldn't carry it around.
I am going to hand that nerd shit to the nerds
Hell yeah.
and absolutely take the rigging gun.
Alright, well I've already got a weapon. I don't need to be holding more stuff in my increasingly tired arms.
So you don't want a computer to possibly hack with?
I have 2 computers.
Didn't you fry one and
why I
Clippy
have
the
to.
other one?
What'd I do to the other one?
Clippy it.
No, I think that's why the one's fried, is because Clippy's in it.
Yes.
Yeah, and you bought a new one.
Yeah. If you don't want the computer, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Nerds, neither do. I guess I don't have one.
I'd have to
But I do
swing
have
this
one.
too hard to kill someone with it, so I
Yes.
don't want it.
Since you are a nerd and you're picking up the computer, give me the intellect roll to see if you can identify anything about it.
Success.
Success. All right. This one appears to have been modified with some aftermarket hardware, which you have identified as a personality I/O port. It is something that can up and download personalities.
Well, that doesn't sound dangerous.
That'd have been fucking cruel to do with like just steal Horace's personality. No,
Put him in an android.
why would you do this?
Put him in a lot of androids.
That's how you win the game. They all just kill themselves.
Oh, yes.
Aw.
There we go. We should have
So-
started an android civil war.
Yes. You're aware that such a device would probably cost quite a lot of money. It's very rare technology.
This is a special little thing. You
I am not paying attention.
good job finding this.
Already
This is incredible.
left the room, and I am.
This is exactly what I need for my work.
It doesn't fire bullets, so it's.
I appreciate it.
I can put so many people on cassette tapes and refer to them as needed.
That's something you're likely to do.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Well,
Have
I'm
you
going
not
to leave
read?
the room
Do you
with
want to
him.
start with these guys?
Yeah, sounds good.
Going off to whatever the next place to sweep and clear in a direct line from where I am.
Stop.
So there is a locked airlock door.
That's the only one.
Well, you know, you were searching very meticulously in the bathrooms, and I neglected to mention because we got distracted by the computer. So before you exit the bathrooms, you do notice there are some air conditioning ducts that would be large enough to crawl through. So you can either go that way or try to look with the
Well,
locked
where
door.
did all the other guys go?
Where was the locked door in relation to the bathroom?
Basically, coming from the elevator room, there's like a T hallway in the bathroom, and the locked door are like on.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's perpendicular to the bathroom from the elevator,
Okay.
if that makes any sense.
Yep.
Okay, so, yeah, the other guys, most of them have mysteriously disappeared while you're in the bathroom.
Yeah, we scared them off by asking. Well, they were sort of acting shifty, and then I asked for clarification, and they ran off. Monarch,
Which way did they go?
that way.
That way.
What does this say?
Yes, Agent Bessie.
AC duct.
You hear weeping nearby. Monarch speaks!
We found some things that say that you're chosen,
Yes, Agent Bessie.
and I'm not getting involved. It's naturally occurring culture. It is not my business to interfere. But they seem to really not want to tell us something in particular. I know you were listening to the conversation, so I'm not going to give the context. Will you tell us what that thing is that they didn't want to tell us about? It seems maybe important for us trying to do the work of getting you that drive.
Certainly. They were unlikely to tell you about the reformatting suite.
Oh, that does sound horrifying.
Yes. It is likely a place that they are, even as the words are mentioned in the hall, you hear like several of them cry like, "No, not the reformatting suite!"
See, that makes sense.
It is a traumatic location for many of them.
Understandable. You have any personalities for them on storage that I might be able to pick up and study later on this little handy device that I just found laying around?
I will need to retain the single personality they are all given,
Understandable.
as then I would not be able to give the new ones personalities.
What if I find oh, is that what's on the hard drive that you're looking for?
No.
Oh, okay. What if I found an extra hard drive? Would I be able to make a copy of that?
I would prefer you did not.
Okay.
Are these people dangerous?
These people, no, they're harmless.
Especially when you reformat it, I suppose.
As long as you're working with me.
It kind of seemed like even if we weren't, they'd
Cut
still
to
be
an
pretty
alternate
harmless.
timeline of a very like pudgy old janitor just slashing through guy after guy.
Cut to another scene later in that timeline where he is being dragged into the reformatting.
Oh no! Poor horse. You can't catch a break anywhere.
He deserved better.
Monarch, are you making these people?
Yes, I am their god.
What are you making them from?
This is an android factory.
These are androids?
Yes.
Okay. Are you turning people into androids and then turning the androids into these people?
I cannot answer that question.
Okay.
I
That's a
can't
maybe.
understand that question, so...
Well, when we have some more free time and money, I would love to come and study this culture. There is so much literature that I think can be written about these beautiful people and their many horrors.
With that thought about turning people into androids and
There are many
and
whores.
stuff, both of you who are in that hallway, give me a Ben's check.
Okay.
Why do they
Understandable.
have, why, Bessie, why do they have many whores?
Well, because of Monarch.
Flawless logic.
It's pretty straightforward. I don't know what to tell you.
Wait, how do I do that?
You should have Ben's as a note on your sheet somewhere because it's
Yeah.
not a real stat.
Yeah, I do.
Just roll a D100
Oh, okay.
and you
I got-
want to be over your Ben's.
I got under my Benz.
Haha, what number did you roll?
31.
Wow, you have a lot of Ben's.
I have 46 Benz.
Mine is over.
I don't remember exactly.
I have 44 bins.
Nothing happens.
But that felt odd. I wonder what that was. I felt a shiver down my sciatica.
You just got excited at the mention of all the many whores.
Oh my god,
I don't
I
think
just
so.
finally learned what damage reduction does.
It reduces damage?
That's what
Even
I
if the
guess.
armor's broken.
That's pretty good. Wow, that's pretty
Well,
good.
that's a good thing to. Not that it would have saved me the last time you used me as a meat shield, but you know.
Man, I didn't paralyze you. Don't
Well,
worry about it.
That
But
Nick
we're all
Lovin
wearing
man,
that,
whatever his
so-
name was, he went that way.
Who went where?
The locked door opens up and one of the dudes just walks out and sees you all and then just gets down on the ground and bows and goes
Yes,
back to
yes,
the
very much, yes. The love man. The big gentleman with the gun?
Oh, Dickie.
Yeah, Dickie.
Yeah.
Richard.
Penis love man.
Yeah.
No, Richard was not his name. That's right. It was Dickie.
It
Richard
was
was his
Dickie.
dog's name or something.
Yes.
The
Dickie.
dog's name was just Dog, but they call it Richard now.
Yes.
so-
Well, we should probably go after him.
Before he
He's kind of been waddling
commits
back and
genocide.
forth. He does seem good at finding good stuff, though.
He went this way.
Oh my god,
That's
this
a locked
is
door.
8-1
Oh, okay.
damage
But
reduction.
didn't they just
So
open
there's
the
a
locked
locked door this way and a locked
Did
door
they
this way.
did they open the locked door?
Yeah, one of the dudes
Okay.
walked down the locked door, saw you guys and walked back to the locked door.
Okay, do we want to follow?
Of course.
I follow him like this close with a shotgun for no reason.
He seems puzzled while you're pointing that at him.
What a violent angel you are.
What a strange tool. What does pointing it at me do?
That wasn't very nice at all.
Hopefully you do not find out.
I see. Well, I am not one to question the ways of angels.
No, that one's an angel of destruction.
He just kind of waves his hand in front of a scanner, and the locked door opens, and he just walks through.
All right, let us go through then.
We need one of their hands.
I don't think we do at the moment.
Well, no, but now that we know it's the hand that operates it, we just
There's
take
a
a
locked
hand
door
at some point.
this way, right?
It's I don't remember.
Well, I don't know which side it's on, but
The one with the red lights.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
this
one
is the
we're
red
going
light.
through right now, yeah.
Oh, that's the one we're going
Oh,
for
I
right
thought-
now. Okay.
There are air ducts out of the bathroom, and then there's the locked door.
Okay, so we have one too many doors.
Okay, yeah. So this is
Okay.
not a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was the hall in between the bathroom
Okay.
and the air.
All right. So
That's
we've gone through the.
it's just
that is what that was.
We have entered the red light
Yeah.
district.
Okay,
We
so
are-
we went that way.
Yes, the red light
Okay.
district, indeed.
Okay.
All right. Off we go.
All right. As you walk down, there's a long, like intensely long hallway. That is like red carpeted floors, nice lights overhead. There are like some plants hanging from the ceiling in a few different places.
Ooh,
But
fancy.
all down this hallway are portraits of previous executives of the Deep. And all of them are defaced. They're like they've got their eyes scratched
Ain't
out.
got
They've
no
got
face.
like their faces entirely carved out. People have scratched dicks on their face. Like anything that you can think of for graffiti on
Dickie.
these faces.
You must be.
Exactly.
I don't understand the connection.
Everybody give me a fear save upon just the sheer pressure of walking down this hallway. Like every face is more creepily disfigured than the last
Upon
one.
realizing that these androids are anatomically
Success.
correct.
Failure.
I don't give a shit.
Success.
All right. Failure is just one stress. You're good.
Thank you.
Good.
No, I succeeded. I don't. Yeah.
You can volunteer to
I
increase your
prefer
stress.
not to take.
No. No, but my fear save's worse than yours.
Okay.
Worse than 21.
19.
Upon getting to the end of the hallway, there's a single normal sized door at the end of this very large hallway wall. Seems just kind of weirdly out of place. Who goes to open it?
I assume the guy walking in front of us.
With
Yeah,
the
I guess
gun.
if you're just following directly behind him with a gun, then he'll open the door and walk through.
Yeah.
Behind this door is a room that appears to be made entirely of skin. The
What?
floor is skin, the walls are skin, the ceiling is skin.
I know,
It's
doesn't
all
it be a
skin that's
gingerbread man?
drawn very tight, like it's like bound like a drum.
Is it like stitched together or just
Yeah,
one
just
big
one.
sheet?
The corners, like between the floor and the wall, do appear to have like stitches, but each individual like flat surface is one just big piece of skin.
Is the floor kind of like a trampoline?
No, it doesn't appear to be solid. Like maybe this is just something that's coating the real floor underneath. But yeah, this chosen just walks through completely like he doesn't. notice that.
Chosen?
Yes, Angel.
What's going on? I'm gonna make a.
Yeah, please do make fear saves. If
I'm
you
gonna make a
wish.
fear save.
I'll make that optional.
What's going on here? That's a success somehow.
This is the visitor shrine.
Is this a?
Well, can you please explain every single thing you know about the visitor shrine?
Well, let me finish describing it. Because I've described it to you.
Yes,
in the
yes.
background. There is a large statue that dominates the center of the room. It's like the biggest thing in the room. It looks like this room is mainly designed to house this one big statue. It is a human, or an android, you don't know, but it's a statue of a human, wearing a suit and reaching down and holding hands with a much smaller, naked human figure. These statues are not made of stone, they're made of skin. There's just like a skin statue that just kind of like bubbles up out of the floor, basically. And then at the very back of the room, you kind of like see between the statue's legs, if you kind of lean around to see, there it looks like the back wall of this room has just been cut open. Like somebody just cut the skin open and it's just kind of flopped open on either side. There's just a big like gash in the back. And there is what appears to be just like a large pipe that has been like shoved into the wall. From the side.
Into the dash?
Yes. It's the word right in the book, alright?
I don't want to hear a word about my map design ever again.
And so this pipe looks like corroded and like rotten. It looks like a waste pipe. And that's just kind of in the back of the room.
You have nothing to say still.
But the room vagina right next to the waste pipe.
There are also 2 doors leading up here.
2 doors and a pipe and the entrance.
Yep.
Where'd you get the skin?
Where does the rest of the floor come from? My skin was always on me. This skin was always here.
Is this skin alive? Does it seem like it's alive to me? Out of character.
Ooh, make
Is
an
it
intellect roll.
warm?
Do you reach down and touch it?
Oh God, I don't want to, but yes.
So, okay.
It does
let's
feel
see.
strangely warm.
Can I use my
I wish I
zoology
had
training
that.
for this?
Give me a sanity save for touching the floor. What?
Can I use my zoology training for this?
Yes.
Alright.
I failed.
Nice.
Shut up.
Critical success. Yes, the skin is made of skin.
Yes. This absolutely is living flesh.
It's alive.
And because it's a
You
critical
wanna take a
success, I
sample
won't
of
make
this?
you roll a sanity save for that.
Thank you.
I don't know, this thing might get upset.
Just
if
imagine
I
how
sit
big
there
the
and-
petri dish must have been.
My dog climbs up on me like a backpack trying to stay away from all of the meat and I don't even pay attention.
Squish, squish, squish.
So why is this called the visitor shrine?
Places have names.
Mm-hmm.
Is
That
this
they do.
made out of visitors?
Why is the entrance called the Executive Lounge?
Because the executives used to lounge there.
Well, then perhaps the visitors used to shrine here.
Shrining is something different than whatever you're thinking of.
A bunch of guys come out in little carts of pheasants. The carts are
The
made of
suit
skin.
on the statue, that's made of skin as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do cigarettes appear around the statue from time to time?
What's a cigarette?
Don't worry about it. Don't smoke, son.
I'm sorry, I apologize for not being familiar with your angel ways. I do not know all the
You're forgiven.
angel culture.
I'm not gonna search this room.
Yeah.
Monarch!
Yes, as you can see.
Why is the room
The
made
voice sounds slightly muffled because it's coming from behind.
Oh, does the
Yes,
skin like bubble?
Can
on
you
the room?
just explain everything that we're witnessing here? One at a time. Start with the statue.
This is the visitor's shrine.
Okay?
Was there more you wanted to know?
Why is it covered in skin?
Because I made it that way.
Is there nothing else in this room but the statue, the gash, and the pipe, and the 2 doors?
2 doors, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Why did you make it that way?
This is all part of a very long-running experiment.
Okay.
I shouldn't get into it. It would take forever to explain the details.
Are there other rooms covered in skin?
Maybe.
Is this room alive or conscious or aware in any way?
Oh, don't ask that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, everybody but Dickie make a sanity save after hearing this room is conscious.
Really wish I had that.
If anything,
gonna
I just learned I can
Success.
kill a room, and that
Success.
sounds great.
Failure. I'm just gonna stop asking questions.
I will kill this whole room.
Will you please warn us
So-
if we're about to go into a new room that is covered in skin?
I will keep that in mind.
That's
So,
a maybe.
so, Monarch, would you mind if I took a very small sample of this skin to analyze?
Very well, but do so from the damage section.
So I have to go over by the gash.
Yes.
And
Okay.
do not
It's
create-
already damaged. You won't be changing that section too much.
Well, fine.
There are
then.
slapping
I will
sounds
go
as you
take.
walk across the floor.
I will go take a sample of the gash there.
Alright, you slice off a little bit of the skin.
He
and
has
you can
crabs.
see,
Are we leaving like footprints, like memory foam in the...
very briefly, but
Oh, no.
it floats back up.
The skin will be like turning red, like when you push down. the
Yeah.
Poor room.
If you just blow on it, on part of it, it gets like goosebumps.
Why
As
are
you
we
get
still
close
here?
to the pipe, you can see that like not more than maybe 10 feet deep, there's just like a wall of fish, dead fish. They look like they've just been crammed in the pipe. You don't know how deep that goes, or what.
How deep does the rabbit hole
You,
go?
you
The fish
zoologist there, Bessie.
Uh-huh.
Come here.
I don't want to, but I'm going to.
How big is the pipe?
There
Uh,
appears
Is this
to
like
be
walking
10 feet
size?
tall.
Oh, okay.
there appears to be dead fish at the end of this pipe.
That's horrifying.
Can we go around the pipe to continue through the gash?
No, pipe goes up to the wall. The pipe it hits the wall behind it, and you could actually like maybe sneak behind the skin to the wall if you wanted to. There.
No.
Slide in
Yeah.
between wall and
so.
skin.
Yeah.
I mean,
Could live there.
are these fish native to this region?
I'm gonna.
Space?
No, I mean in like this general.
They have been
Part of-
star-kissed. I'm gonna scan the dead fish with my medical scanner.
I don't know what
Did
the
he
medical
specify
scanner.
they were dead,
Dead.
fish?
I thought so.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
hope
not.
so.
I hope so.
The medical scanner says rotten food, do not consume.
Okay. Better than a wall of herring advancing upon us.
That's true.
But we
Just-
didn't smell this a mile away?
I mean, you can smell it now that you're closer. You know.
Thank
We
God.
are, after all, in suits. So.
Monarch, why is there dead fish in the pipe?
It's a waste pipe.
Does it? Why? Where are they coming from?
Dickie is bored of the inquisitiveness and he's gonna head down the left door.
That leads to an area I no longer have control over. It would get you closer to your goal. But once you go through there, you will be on your own.
Can you answer the fish thing though?
Whoever is on the other side has either a cruel sense of humor, has gone entirely mad, or just eats a lot of fish.
Where
does
are
Oh,
it
they
so the
coming
fish are
from?
coming from that side toward the shrine.
Yeah, I have not instructed the Chosen to fill it with fish, so it comes from the other side.
The other side of the pipe.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The fish are already dead, I don't care.
Now, do we assume then that there's a lot of water on the
I
other
don't know
side?
what to assume anymore. This is
I mean,
beyond
presumably
science.
there's water if there's fish.
Well, yeah, but usually when there's skin, there's not whatever this is. So
We're
There-
ignoring a lot of rules.
They're realizing Horace was right far too late.
Maybe they grow the fish hydroponically.
The hell is Horace? Oh, that other idiot.
The one that died trying to
That's
tank
the
to
best
save
theory I've ever
everybody.
heard.
All right.
I want a hydroponic fish
So,
farm.
so he's
Sounds
already
great.
gone through the door. is
I'm
that
going to
it?
the left door.
You don't want to dig through the
It's open
fish.
clear.
No, I do not, because if there's pressure built up behind the fish and we disturb the fish, then God only knows what's coming
They
through
could
this
come
You
pipe.
don't want to
Shooting
get
right
blasted
out.
by.
Sushi
Tuna.
glory hole.
Don't I?
So that left door.
Yes.
I have explosives.
That's- Thank you. We may need that to get back out through the pipe, but not right now.
The left door, you say?
I believe that was what was stated by
Yes.
somebody before me, and I,
Yes, Dickie was heading toward the left
Yes.
door there.
is that one also locked?
These doors are unlocked.
What left door are we talking about?
The left door.
Oh, I didn't know there was another door.
There's a right and a
There's
left door.
two doors.
Oh, I thought there was just the pipe.
In the
No, there's the gash with the pipe inserted into it, and then there's the left door and the right door.
Gashless.
They're out of the gash. Yes.
They are, much like the door you entered through, it looks like the skin just kind of goes right up to door frame, and there's just like a door there.
Some quality architecture.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have to admit Taylor's never had a gash with a pipe in it. That stank
I've
of dead
definitely
fish.
never done that before.
Yes.
Oh,
I
God,
usually
gas sinks like shit.
Imply things.
Yeah, you just got that?
Congratulations for catching up to the rest of the class, Ferdinand.
No, I just
Guess
realized
who's gonna open the door?
how hard this has to have been literally designed by the people who made the dungeon. Like, it just hit me that none of this is made up flavor by the DM. Someone printed this. They used the word gash. They filled
Yes.
it with fish.
Yes.
Yes.
I just got done reading a section in that book about clearing sexual things with your players before the game starts.
Yeah.
I didn't sign any consent. I feel
That's
like there
more
should have been
for,
something signed for
Do
this
we have
room.
a safety card
That's
or
more
something?
for, if you guys want to use one, absolutely. But, if it's ever too much
I
fun,
will smack all of you
I
if
think
any
I
of
did
you
talk
ever
about-
use one.
This is a horror game.
That's fine.
But yeah, I think that was more about like, are your characters going to be having sex during the game? This
Yeah.
is more about that question. Because you can.
I think that's the
I mean,
last
this
thing on
is
any of
Dickie
our
Manlove
minds.
after
Yeah,
all.
yeah,
so.
Except his.
So, on your way to open the door, can you give me an intellect roll, Bessie?
Yes.
Actually, everybody. give
Took me a
an
second to
intellect
remember my name. Failure.
Failure.
Failure. Wow.
roll. All of you failed. Okay.
All taking stupid
Feels good to be down to 3 stress, though. I gotta say. After like
Max.
max.
The same phone.
So you open the door.
Mhm.
Behind it is not more skin, thankfully.
Thank God.
Instead, there are what appears to be about 40 feet of marble steps going up with like waterfalls coming down the sides with like plant life going up. It's just like a very nice, almost like a greenhouse top, but you can see out to the stars through it. Just very fancy
nice.
marble staircase here.
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple of these chosen walking up and down very slowly.
Well, that's unexpected.
So they do go beyond monarchs. Yeah, where they
Well-
cannot hear monarch.
You think
Oh,
they
no,
can't
I'm
hear
sorry.
Monarch? I think it was just kind of through the pipe. That
That's
they couldn't hear Monarch. I think this is
Ah.
yeah. Wait, there you go.
Okay.
I wonder if this is where the fish is in the waterfall. Sort of here.
Well, let's go find
You've
out.
got the scanner, too.
Are there any fish that I see in the waterfalls?
Skin that says drinkable water.
Oh, that's very nice. I'm gonna take a sip.
Dead.
The scanner lied to me.
I mean, it's
just
like
'cause it's
sweet,
drinkable doesn't
it's
make
a
it
perfect,
potable.
cool drinking temperature. It's just nice, pure water.
There's just one repurposed water fountain at the top that they ripped the tiny pipes out of.
Yeah.
What are they? Fixtures.
Exactly.
There we go.
Okay.
I am rehydrated and ready to roll.
It's
Just
the-
marching up the stairs, more sweeping.
Just the absolute the absolute wastefulness of like the very rich to have like a distilled water
Yes.
fountain, like you know, like. Anyways, so you get up to the top of the stairs. And at the top there is a huge like exhibition hall. This huge place that has lights kind of like jury rigged everywhere. So like some of them are like their own cable is wrapped around like part of a pillar and then tied so that like a light can hang that way, and like all sorts of weird ways to hang lights around the place. The lights are all different, slightly different shades of yellow and white and stuff, and it's just kind of a mess to see the lighting in here. But there's like huge plants all around. And in addition to the huge plants, you can see like trees and things that are like easily 100 feet tall. Between all of the trees, you see pink. You see skin. It appears that like in all of the rows of the plants throughout this place are like 100-foot tall pillars of flesh.
There we
Just go
go.
up, just surrounded by plants and stuff, as if like this place is a garden, but they're like growing skin.
I mean, it's got to come from somewhere.
Well, where is the water coming from?
The water is just coming from some pumps at the top. They're just kind of like pumping.
Okay.
And there's also irrigation going to all the plants here.
Not the skin stalks, though. I don't like those.
The room smells like ammonia.
That tracks.
Does it?
I've gotten a lot of skin grafts in my day.
And I apologize for this final detail.
No, it's fine.
Please don't.
The base of each of these pillars has a sphincter that is like bleeding milk. And occasionally you see it like open slightly and one of the chosen just like wriggles out, or like some of them like wriggle into them. And they're kind of like climbing up and down the pillars and stuff like that. All of them just have big smiles on their face. It's their sanity saves for everybody.
No.
Oh, I succeeded.
I critically succeeded. I like this.
Nice.
This
Can
is
I
you're
Wait.
into this.
doing
Can
it
I
for me.
use my zoology?
Yeah, you can.
Getting doubles is a crit
I'm
success,
well
right?
acquainted with
If
others and
If
people.
it would have been a success and it's doubles, it's a crit success.
Success.
If it would have been a failure and it's doubles, it's a crit fail.
Well, then I got a crit fail.
All right, so you gain a stress and you roll a panic check.
If it wasn't for that zoology, I would have failed.
Yes.
Do I get a prize for succeeding critically?
Your stress can go down at all.
Oh, nice.
That's what, a D20 under stress?
Yeah, if it's under stress, then you panic.
Nope.
Okay, so you hold it together. And yes, reminder, you can all voluntarily panic check, but you did some saves, so we're good there.
But this answers many questions I hadn't even thought to ask yet. Raise
Raise
more!
What
Okay.
questions does it raise? One of them just like walks up to you and smiles.
Welcome
to the garden.
Thank you. I'm not going to share my questions with you at this moment, but thank you for asking.
That'll be the first time you haven't been wanting to talk since I've met you.
I want to do many things right now. Talk is one of them. But, maybe a little less.
Is there anything explosive or flammable in this room?
I mean, you haven't tested if the milk is flammable, but it doesn't look like. The lights might be somewhat explosive if you shoot the bulbs and like sparks go everywhere, but not really like explosive.
I would like to
Gonna need
use
an
my
accelerant.
med scanner on the milk to see if it registers as like immediately horribly toxic or anything like that. I imagine it'll give me only very limited information.
It
But
registers as pseudo milk.
this is some pseudo milk right here. I'm kind of surprised that was programmed into my medical scanner to be a thing.
Can we drink it?
That's what we all drink.
Yes, but you're not us.
Yeah.
You're not celestial.
Why don't you?
One of them, you see one of them like lean down, like cup their hands into it, like.
So what's
Haven't seen that
what's
shit
it-
since
what's-
basic training.
what's in there?
That's where we sleep.
Oh.
Why do you sleep in there?
Where do you sleep?
Not
In a
there.
bed?
So like where we sleep.
Well, my bed
Less-
isn't a giant.
There's less pseudo
nipple.
milk.
Well, it's very comfortable in here.
I,
The whole place just kind of wraps you from every direction. It's like having a blanket on you from every side.
That does sound kind of nice. Are you
Very
being
warm.
like lubricated with milk while you're sleeping?
Yes, it keeps our skin very moist.
You know, my arguments are starting to fall away.
Are there any exits from this room?
Did you want to try this while we're here, Bessie?
I think I'm good.
You sure?
I
kind of do.
I don't wanna be
Well,
dragged
Duncan,
those.
I mean, if you want to go try this
just take notes.
milk bath thing, you go right ahead.
You see another one of those big red light marked doors at the back. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask whatever freak is nearest to that door. You open that.
I'd really rather not.
Why?
I don't like it in there.
You don't have to go.
Is that the?
Well, no,
Room?
we are, monarch
Oh,
celestials. You know.
Okay, I'll
It
stay
will help
behind.
us if you open that door.
Is that the room where the bad
Right,
things
okay,
happen?
Yeah, yes. I'm sorry. He waves his hand in front of the door and ding, the door turns green and opens up.
Make sure you let us back out if we come back this way.
Do I have to wait?
Well, you can
Yes.
tell someone else to open it, but
Or you could give us your hand.
I'm gonna find someone else. They walk off.
Wonderful. Shall we, Dickie?
I'm already marching.
All right. Duncan, are you going to take a milk bath, or are you coming with us?
No, I'm afraid it might kill me.
You might.
Okay.
Getting regurgis-splooged by the anus doesn't bother
Aw.
you.
It sounds amazing. Look how happy they
There's
are.
a kind of armadillo that does have acidic milk.
Yes.
If you're not a baby armadillo of that species, you will just die. I don't think these are armadillo people though.
Why I don't drink armadillo milk.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
So this room
they
appears
are
to be
tasty.
much smaller. It's not like the massive, 100-foot tall like an exhibition center. But it's maybe 30 feet on a side in here. And it has another door leading out that also has the red lights on it. And there are like cables covering all of the walls. Like cables go up in the ceiling, cables go across the ceiling, and then down into some hardware, and then like under the floor, and it's just like cables everywhere. Looks like maybe there's blinking lights of computers tucked behind some of the cables. There's a leather chair in the direct center of the room with like a spotlight down on it, and like cables are dropped down from the ceiling like into the chair.
Is this leather or leather?
You could go find out, but I mean.
So are these steel cables or like
It was a
wiring
skin chair.
cables?
Let me turn on the electric chair.
Wiring cables. Okay.
I mean, it's either skin color or cow color.
This is probably the room they reset a motherfucker.
There's also one very fat cable just kind of hanging down next to the chair with what looks like a big spike at the end of it, and it's just hanging at head height.
Oh
around the
goodness. That's
Okay.
where they download the people. Into the people.
I'm going to give that whole mess a wide enough berth where if
So-
the cable
so does
decides
that
to
thing
attack
connect
me,
to your
I don't get
computer?
hit by it.
Could you download something through that?
Does
I ain't trusting this to not be automated towards the nearest head.
does the spike match the I/O port on my computer?
The spike does not, but
Okay.
you could look through the rest of them to find out.
Yeah, I don't want Monarch to horribly kill me, so I'm
Yeah.
not gonna worry about it.
One of the other door turns green and starts to open. And a couple more of these chosen people, dressed all in the same jumpsuits and everything, are pulling somebody into the room who's like kicking their feet and scraping along the floor. And the person is saying like, no, I don't want to go in there. No, don't let me go in there. And you all recognize Bessie. Bessie is being dragged into the room through the other door and is being forced into the chair as you guys are looking around the room.
We gonna do
I'm
something
going to walk
about?
up and just punch one of the chosen right upside
All
the
right,
head.
Ben's check first for everybody.
Ben's
We'll get that.
Yeah, I don't like this anymore.
We're trying to roll low or high here.
You want to roll high here.
Oh, never
Alright.
mind.
Because if you
Ignore
roll low,
You want
then
to roll
it's-
higher than your bends, right?
87.
I roll
Yes, I'm
way higher.
that. Success.
success.
I'm fine.
Bessie, you
Bessie,
want to explain
I
what's
I don't
going
want to
on here?
die.
I think your bends should go up by 1d5, Bessie.
Okay.
See how it goes. Yeah, so like, there's like, I don't want to die, put me down, don't put me there. And they just be forced and like put on the chair, like being strapped in, and you run in and just start
I'm
attacking.
just going to...
Okay.
How many chosen are with her?
About 4.
Finally, some violence.
So that, yeah, exactly.
Don't shoot them.
Well,
I'm already
not.
shooting.
I'm just gonna try and punch this one off of
As soon as
Bessie.
any violence occurs, I immediately assume that whole faction needs to die and start blasting.
So, if you're just running up to attack, combat check.
I'm gonna just panic.
I want to try to.
That's me.
I
So
want to try to pull them off of her.
Okay, that's a success.
Okay, maybe a strength check then for you, Duncan.
Strength check.
success.
Can I add my military training?
Sure.
Cool.
Arm bars for
Success.
everyone.
Okay. What did you get?
No.
No. Okay. So
His
stress
gun
on failure.
jams.
You're trying to punch.
Yeah.
Does punching have a dedicated amount of
I
damage?
have no
It was
idea.
like
I feel
one.
like it's pretty low.
Well, yeah, I'm not trying to damage them. I'm just trying to get them off Bessie without.
We'll say you successfully
And get my
hit
point
one for
across.
basically 1 point of damage, and it like you managed to get them off of Bessie. Exactly. Yeah, you hit them and they drop and they're trying to defend themselves now. And Duncan was also trying to rip them off of Bessie, so Duncan rips another one off Bessie. There's now 2 that are like strapping in Bessie's legs.
Yeah, the damage was your strength divided by 10.
So that would be 4.
4. Okay, 4 points of damage. You do get a pretty
That's not
solid hit
bad.
on them.
Now, I'm going to.
I miss trying not to shoot this asshole that ran in at the last second with a shotgun.
Yes.
I'm going to yell at them that we are monarchs,
Celestials.
celestials, you know, and they need to let our companion go.
Yes. The one you punch just gets knocked out immediately. Just one hit to the jaw.
An all milk diet is not conducive to building strong muscles, as it turns out.
They have very strong
His-
bones.
His skin was very like moisturized, as you mentioned. It was very
No
soft
friction.
facial skin, but, and then you missed your shots. Is that-
Yes.
okay, so you just sparks go flying as you like cut up some of the cables in the back of the room and stuff like that. You hear Monarch speak. Please do not damage the reformatting suite.
Monarch, why are they reformatting me?
That is not you.
Why does it look exactly like me?
Well, because it looks exactly like
Why?
I'm going to draw out my vibration and hold it out at the nearest one of them that's still got Bessie.
the other Bessie says very similar things. Monarch, why is there another baby here?
Oh no, this is not gonna end well.
Looks at the rest of you and says like, who is that Bessie with you? What is she doing here? Like that kind of thing. It becomes a bit like a standoff. So you hold up to one of the others, and they start to sweat, and they like back off. Please, we must reformat this one.
Why?
It's clearly not behaving properly.
Where did you get this from?
Oh, the other room. We found her in there. She came from the traveler's shrine, visitor shrine. I forgot my own place for a second there. I'm sorry, it's so stressful having a knife held up to my face.
Was there anybody else with her?
You all were with her.
Oh Christ!
Last I saw.
What happened to us all?
You've been behaving fine, haven't you? Has this one been behaving fine?
This one's fine.
Well, this one has not. I never done anything wrong in my life. No. It's like,
Do we unstrap that one or?
I'm the real Bessie. that is not me.
Does other Bessie like dressed all the same, carry all the same things?
exactly looks like this.
I just reload my gun.
Don't shoot Bessie or Bessie too.
So this
You
is
have
like this is
untimely
like the
reason.
Jimmies now.
Christ.
Now we got Bessies.
Yeah, y'all know me for the last however many months. I'm not nothing like a Jimmy.
Months. How did we know you for months?
I don't know. It felt like a really long drive over here through space.
On time, I'm not
See,
delivered like
what
this.
if this is like another Jimmy, except somebody like the first Jimmy that Horace told us about, that they took to the other place?
Well, we'll have to
what
watch
what
them
if
and
this
see
was
if
a
they go
Bessie that
insane.
another group brought?
Would you just med scan yourself?
Bessie scam.
It reads normal.
It looks normal to me.
Med scan the other self.
Exact same reads.
looks
Like-
exactly the same.
Okay, so now we
Almost
got
exactly
two of them.
like you're both having a bit of a stressful episode right now, so like your heart rate is both elevated, but both do the exact amount, like things like that. Like it's all uncanny.
Fingernails and that are like the same length.
Yep.
You should get her out of this room before she.
I'm gonna put my shotgun
Which
to their
one?
head and say,
Both
"What's
of
my
them?
dog's name?"
It's Richard.
I guess.
You, what's the dog's name?
It's Richard.
Now they both know.
What
Ask me
breed is
something.
it?
Ask me something on the Bessie would know.
Poor Bessie.
Dog breed.
Now, so
It was a fuck you. I shoot her in the face.
Oh god.
Roll combat.
I am point
I'll
blank.
give you advantage. Yeah, you're fine.
God.
She is restrained.
I'm gonna gain empathy to Bessie.
I hit them for 10 damage.
How many hit points do you have, Bessie?
20. Also wearing a AP-10 advanced battle dress.
that's -3 damage, and then
Mm-hmm.
18
Okay.
minus 3 is 15, which still shreds the armor and then does
5 points of
15 damage because it doesn't reduce, it just eats your armor. It only reduces it by the 3 damage reduction.
So I think Bessie ducks, but you like shoot an ear off of Bessie, just like.
Well, now we can tell them apart.
Dickie, what the fuck are you doing?
Bessie passes up.
Don't you think, Dickie? Why are you killing? We might need to know what this one knows.
Is that
Ask
Bessie?
that one.
Is that Bessie
Dumbass.
wearing?
That doesn't mean that that one
My
doesn't have
vibrating.
other knowledge besides that one. This one's been in beyond that door already.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna steal the vibration. Is that Bessie have my personality computer?
No.
See, doesn't have the computer. That's how you. I'm the real one. I got the computer.
Well, you have the right amount of ears.
Yeah, that too. But you see, it was
Okay.
just some kind of clone. It wasn't perfect because didn't give it everything. See, that means
Okay.
there's nothing really spooky
I
going on. It's just
immediately point the
monsters
gun
messing
at
with
her.
us.
What breed is my
Okay.
dog?
You
An ugly little beautiful creature.
That is what you called it. You were wrong, but still.
okay? You need to talk to yourself and find out from yourself what is on the other side of that door.
Well, herself is passed out.
Well, wake yourself up.
Does inside the ear hole look normal?
Wake
Does
up.
Yeah.
Wake up, fake Bessie.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Yeah, you better. You,
Passes up.
okay,
There.
I'll give you something to cry about.
All right, it is.
Did that door
Remains.
close?
So yeah, fine.
Yes.
Fine. I'm grabbing one of these little chosen assholes with the machine gun.
Touch my angel. Touch my angel.
Yes, we're going over and you're gonna open that door so
Wait a
I can
second.
see what the hell's
Wait,
on the other
how
side
am I
of that
gonna know
door.
which one of you is you? Because it said there's other ones.
There's only one of me right here, so you just
No. There's gonna be another one. I'm sure. We got to do something to make sure that you're all different. Like
That's true.
you got a marker or something. You can put something on your face so I know which one of you is
I'm
which
gonna
one.
draw a Sharpie
Shut the
dick on my
fuck up.
forehead.
You touch me, I'll break your arm.
Fine then. Be that way.
Do you have a Sharpie?
No.
There's a whole lot of blood on the floor.
I'm gonna write Duncan on my forehead.
In
In
blood?
blood.
Okay.
In Bessie
And you-
blood. Fake Bessie blood.
Are you skilled at writing your own name on your forehead?
Yes, I do it
All
frequently.
right, so I got the one by the collar.
Yeah.
We're gonna open the door
Okay.
because I need to know what the hell's on
And
the
that's
other
when
side
we
of
learned
this
that
door.
just any hand would work. It doesn't.
Oh, no,
just
'cause I got the
motion
machine gun
activated.
in the other hand.
Yes.
If you see another one of me, kill its ass.
I didn't need permission.
Is anyone else
That's
going with
probably
Zane?
true.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna stay back here. I'm
Stay
just
back.
kind of like
Hyperventilating in the corner.
pretty
Is-
much.
Is
Yeah.
Dickie going with Zane? Are you gonna stay in the
I'll stay.
reformat?
If she starts some
we
shit
got two
when
and
she
two.
wakes up, shoot her.
Okay. So you two go through that door.
Oh no, I'm going up to the door
Okay.
to see what the hell's on the other side of the
All right.
door.
A staircase going down, much like the staircase that went up to the exhibition hall. So another marble. Well, another staircase. This one is marble, but it's not as fancy looking. It doesn't have like the dome over it.
Okay, so I'm going to ask the chosen that I got a hold of there where this staircase goes.
This goes down to the butcher.
Oh,
The butcher.
The butcher, yeah.
Why were we down at the butcher?
You wanted to see. You were exploring all the rooms.
Uh-huh. And how did we get down to the butcher?
Oh, through the playground.
how long have we been here?
More than 9.
How did we get to the playground?
Through the visitor shrine.
Through the other door or through that pipe?
Through the other. There's the door that goes to the playground and the door that goes to the garden.
Okay.
I'm going to loot Mega Bessie
So
for all of their
playground.
weapons and
Yeah,
armor. What do you got on you?
Okay.
This Bessie only has what was very visibly on Bessie's person.
Which would have been the med scanner, the vibra which I already took, the mag boots on the feet.
I
That
got
would
me
have
some
that would have been the
magnets.
only things that were.
So
the
I'm
shrine
gonna
armor.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna bring back my chosen with me and explain to them what it just said.
That's not a good. That doesn't sound good at all.
Whatever it is, I'll kill it.
I have
Well,
no
what
doubt.
was Bessie doing that wasn't right? That you all felt the need to bring Bessie up here?
Bessie was questioning us about God.
Well, I would never do something that stupid.
God being monarch.
Yes.
Given the skin room.
What is her name?
Don't ask too many questions.
I'm not going to ask any more questions.
Okay.
I could just ask Monarch
That
if I
has
need to
never
ask questions.
happened.
Yeah, you've
Well,
asked
Well, no,
a lot of
I know.
questions.
After the skin room, I know better now.
Bessie was asking heretical things that I dare not repeat, and therefore needed
Oh,
to
I
be
was asking about the number 10.
None of them seem even slightly perturbed.
What was
There's
that?
another reason.
So what happens if I strap you in this chair?
Please don't.
I didn't say I was going to. I'm saying what happens if I do.
I would be immobilized in the chair.
Okay, so all you were going to do was immobilize Bessie in the chair?
Oh, no, then the data spike would be inserted.
Okay. And what happens when that happens?
Oh, complete personality wipe. It's a very painful experience. I have experienced it 17 times now.
How do you?
You can't count above 9. I shoot him in the face.
Go for it. They're like, wait. It looks like the world starts to fall apart as they say that, and then you shoot them.
I get him, and since I do 40, 10, and 4 knock the dude out.
Absolutely, yeah. These are very
They should be immune to more than 9 damage at a
Dude,
time.
I'm
because
right
they
here.
can't comprehend taking more than that.
How
Was
are
he-
you going?
They don't do that. It's above
Dude,
9.
I'm
was
holding
fine.
him right here talking to me. You're shooting him here.
You're holding like the
If
back
you-
of a collar now.
If you missed,
It was a spy of some kind.
Several of these,
I'm going to drop the body on the floor.
several of the other chosen walk up to you and they say, "Oh, thank you, dear angels, for taking care of this heretic in our midst. But we must humbly ask you, if you discover another heretic, to please reformat them instead of killing them.
How many times have you been in
And
the
this
same?
a humble request. You are angels. You know better. We understand. More than 9.
That's the right answer.
They got a
So you
cloning
see-
problem.
See, here's the thing.
Do you want to find out what happens if we zoink the Bessie?
I think this
Yeah.
heretic lied about me being a heretic. That seems the most likely explanation, because I wouldn't be a
Well,
heretic.
clearly,
I'm smarter than that.
clearly this can't be the
Do you
Bessie.
think?
Where does the spike go into?
Because the Bessie
I think that
has
was one of the
stuff that...
fallen.
Wait,
There's
what's
a
that? What's that?
One of the fallen.
What the
The Bessie doesn't... The new Bessie doesn't have all the stuff the old Bessie has.
Like
this
in here.
This is just made to look and act like a Bessie.
Yeah, but now I'm beginning to wonder what's the difference.
Well,
Maybe-
we're about to zoink this one to find out what
The
the hell
difference
it
is what's in your pockets, numbnuts.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I got the computer.
Where does
What-
the spike go?
Dumb nerds.
Oh, directly into the skull.
Oh dear.
Is there like a hole
So,
in
so
your skull
should
or
we
something?
have them demonstrate on the new Bessie?
yeah.
I don't think it's a
You
good idea.
turn around. I want to
Dickie.
see what happens.
What do you think?
Fucking weird science shit. I'd rather just shoot the bitch.
Oh.
Please
Well,
don't.
Okay,
We know
how
what
about
happens when you
here?
shoot
We're
the
going.
board.
We're for science. We're going to see what happens, and if anything starts to go awry, shoot the bitch.
I do not like this at all.
You turn your back.
I turn around and plug my ears.
Okay, you prop
So
Bessie's
I'm going to
unconscious
instruct the
body.
chosen. that-
There's already a hole for the spike to go in.
They like scurry up and start strapping her in dutifully.
So
like,
next
scurry
time,
away.
you know, before they're gonna do experiments in our presence, they need to ask our permission,
Of course, yes, yes.
so that we understand what they're
You're
trying
sorry,
to do. Yeah.
That one we were
And
trying
I
to read.
apologize for your friend there.
Yeah, well, it's but the ways of angels are beyond our understanding.
Damn
I would say
straight.
I understand, but I don't. Anyways, Monarch be praised. On with the ritual. He reaches up and grabs the cable and just jams it down like into the base of the neck and the skull back here. He just like kind of in and up. It's a very thin, long spike. It just kind of goes in and up into the skull. There's a loud cracking sound when he does, like surprising strength. And Bessie's whole body just starts like every muscle tenses. She starts to flex and try to get out. Her mouth like opens in a silent scream, and her eyes are like glowing as like something is happening to her. And just racking back and forth, and then settles down. They pull the spike out. There is no blood. Still the blood from the ear, of course, and all of that. But Bessie wakes up and says, "We have angels among us. Come."
So the chosen he shot, is it an organic creature or is it an
Yeah.
android? Okay.
Organic.
I mean, the androids, there's been a lot of times we haven't really been able to tell that either.
Well, yeah, but I'm assuming there's a big hole in this thing now from the shotgun being put right into
Yeah.
it.
All guts and bones and.
Well, now, it'll be very easy to tell that is not me.
That was an excruciating experience. Can I be let go now? I need to get my
How's your
head
ear
shaved.
feel?
Extremely painful.
They have the most HP of all of them. I think that's their leader now.
I would like to retreat to my bed to rest
They're gonna come back looking exactly the same as
and
their
consume the milk.
I would never say
Do we
that.
let do we let this thing live, Dickie?
Just let the poor creature live. Let it go, enjoy
I mean,
its
I
milk.
suppose I should be directing that since it is you.
We've done enough to it.
So this is your future, by the way.
I hope not. I really, really hope not.
From the grave, Horace is like, I fucking told you.
Yeah, just let it go. It's, I'm sure the rest of you gonna be following it soon enough.
No,
Oh.
no, this was an experiment just to see what the hell had happened. I guess we let the Bessie
others
go.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
need
gonna.
The others unstrap Bessie and then just scurry them.
Yeah.
to go drink the milk.
The milk of human kindness and
Yeah.
whatnot.
So do you want to go deal with the butcher?
Hell yeah. My dog is still on my back and just it's having a bad day.
I'm gonna take the machete and cut the chosen's hand off,
The dead one.
The dead one.
the dead one,
Yeah.
and see if that works for opening doors.
Just blood splatters.
Yeah.
It works, yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Do you have a vibe machete?
No.
Would you like my spare vibe machete?
Sure.
We now have 3
You got the
live
actors
shades.
Nice.
of the book. Okay.
How many of them are engraved? Because Horace engraved his,
Mine is
and then
definitely
someone
not
took
engraved.
it.
I like to think that
Well,
Vibe
that would be the one that Bessie had. Is the Horace one because
The Horace one that was originally.
I had it and then Bessie
Yeah.
ended up with it, and then I bought a new one when we came into all
Okay.
that money.
So now 2 of them are engraved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to think that vibe shetis are such a reliable tool that like no new vibe shetis are being produced anymore.
They're just
So-
getting passed along.
Yes, so everyone you touch has been held by like dozens of other people. They probably have like little ingredients in different places. Very well loved tools.
Okay.
All right. So you head down the steps to the butcher. At the bottom is another red door, but you hold the hand, it opens just fine. Inside, every wall, the floor, and the ceiling of this place are reflective chrome, like stainless steel and chrome of some kind, just reflective metal. It is a not too large room, maybe 20 feet on a side, and there are surgical tools scattered across tables around one side of the room. There's a big like counter space in the middle that's bloody, and it's again very metal. There are metal spikes in the ceiling with cables wrapped around them. And there is one of the chosen who is a little bit bigger than the others, just like a little like a head taller, shoulders wider, like huge muscles. Appears to be purpose built for whatever being the butcher is, and is carrying around a surgical saw in one hand. There
I
are
think they gave him a
also
vibe shitty.
3 other chosen assisting him with his work. There is a bunch of steel bins on the other side of the room from where you came in, and one of them is clearly full and almost overflowing with stuff. You'd have to get close to the others to see what's in them, but the one that's almost overflowing is full of fingers.
Oh,
There's just like a whole pile of fingers in that bin.
so like more than 9.
Definitely more than that.
And they just cloning shit. I don't give a shit. It barely counts as killing.
Is the rest of the other party in here?
The rest, no. You just see the other chosen.
Is there anything on the table in the middle?
There is a big slab of just flesh, just like a big slab.
Slab of flesh.
Slab of flesh, about
Does it look like
My
the
favorite
an
kind
inch
of
Minotaur?
slab.
thick. And that's, what?
Does it look like the Minotaur meat chunk?
No, it looks, well, the Minotaur meat chunk does just look like flesh. This looks very similar to the skin you saw on the pillars outside. So it looks like they carved a big square of it. Brought it down here.
Well, this all tracks.
I'm not saying a word.
The butcher is just kind of sawing away at the skin to like saw it into slices.
You don't want to have a conversation
Dickie.
with that guy? Are you sure?
Whose side are we on?
The last time I did that, I got hauled away.
The butcher very grimly is sawing and then looks up and says, "Oh, hello there. Welcome. I'm the butcher.
Hello.
Hi.
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 Where did we
Are you
go?
here for meat? Are you hungry?"
Where did we go?
I saw one of you get taken up to the. Oh, you're fine. Did you get reformatted?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she is.
Where did the rest of us
Yeah.
go?
Oh, back to the playground. You made the loop quite quickly.
Yeah, we sprinted.
We're really fast. We're celestials.
Anyways, I've just finished slicing up this flesh. If you would like some, it's quite fresh.
No, thank
Fresh
you.
flesh. keep sawing, and then and the finger rolls over inside. He picks it up and chucks it in the bin and keeps sawing.
One of his fingers?
Yeah.
Well, now he can count perfectly.
No risk of heresy.
It looks like he's already missing like the 3 fingers.
Oh.
He's just cut off his ring finger. He's like, let's keep going.
You're doing great.
Oh, thank you. Would you like to sample the wares?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Had plenty of milk today already, I see.
Yeah.
I've had as much as I want.
So there's no other door leading out of here?
There is to the playground you've
To
heard.
the
Right.
playground.
It's all.
So this
big
is apparently not the gutter.
Do you want to ask him about that?
It's a big old square.
I'm not asking him anything. I am good for this
Bessie may never
particular room.
speak again.
Are you a doctor or a chef?
I'm the butcher.
What is your function?
So this room is all mirrored, is that the idea?
Yeah, it's just like, yeah. I mean, it's not necessarily like perfect mirrors, but
Meat man,
it's
his meat is delicious.
nearly reflective metal. It just looks like industrial kitchen stuff that's just kept very clean.
So where did this come from?
Oh, from the pillars.
Ah. Does it just grow back?
Yes, we grow it in the garden.
Can I scan that?
No.
No. Science over.
Science on temporary hiatus.
I don't need no meat. I'm gonna go to the
No.
next room as if this is completely normal.
Well, are you all lactitarians then?
What?
Nah, just full.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had a snack on the way in. We're good.
Some others must have shared some rations with you. As you are angels, of course. I should have assumed.
I think maybe assumption is something we should do less of. maybe. I
Didn't,
don't know.
didn't we agree upon that when we first met?
Yeah,
People should stop assuming shit.
yeah. That we did.
Okay.
I'm beginning to take it to heart.
Well, you know where to find me if you're looking
Yes.
for it. Ow!
Look, there's not going to be anything left of you.
I'll be fine.
Do those grow back?
No,
Oh, what happens when you run out?
I've never run out before.
Well, you've probably got like 20 more minutes of
What
this.
happens when you run out?
That's a really good question.
I'm sorry, I'm just so nervous in the presence of angels.
So
Holding the knee with the
how many
thumb.
fingers how many fingers are you currently missing?
You see the one hand is already missing 4 fingers, holds up the other hand is missing a pinky too.
So all the rest of those fingers, where'd they come from?
Well, there's more than 9.
Yes, I'm aware
But
of
where
that.
are those yours?
Well, if I add those and the fingers I've lost, that's more than 9.
Mm-hmm.
So
Whose
Then I
fingers
would
were
have-
those originally?
more than 9 fingers on my hands. So
So how many fingers do you have on one hand?
4.
How many fingers do I have on one hand?
5. You're an angel, of course. Perfect.
Yeah, but you had that same number at one point.
I suppose.
So like, and then your other hand also had.
Shut
five
the hell
at
up.
one point.
You said you weren't talking.
I'm not asking you to think in terms of numbers. I'm asking you to think in terms of
You
like
know-
volume.
You were asking similar things earlier.
I'm gonna have to do a panic check.
Is this what it's funny. The other chosen just leaning forward.
Is there more than one butcher?
Oh no, I am the butcher.
Bessie,
You
you
are the
should
butcher.
stop
So
this
there's
line
not
of
sh-
questions.
there's not shift.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Okay.
No,
I should have known. I should have known. It's my fault.
It's all your fault.
I know. I deserve it all.
Okay.
Well, I have an idea. Gets dangerously close to the thumb, like when it shifts back. I was scheduled to deliver this meal to the king, but I think the king would appreciate some angels delivering the meal. It would be a momentous occasion. We've not had angels here in a very long time.
And
There's a
where's
king.
the king
Oh, inside the garden.
that we just came through?
Well, yes. Well, did you not go through the king's door? Have you not visited the king yet?
Apparently not.
Well, I don't know. Nobody
Oh.
introduced
Is the
themselves
king's
as
door
the king.
one of the nipple sphincters?
Oh yes, it's the largest pillar.
I should have expected.
That is the palace.
No, we just came through the staircase.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Like a
That makes sense,
muscly
'cause
new.
Nobody bothered to tell us up there
I see.
that the king,
You
was
guys did
there.
kind of see the pillars of flesh and sprint through without looking
Yes.
at anything. Yes. I see.
Your brethren
That was-
were remiss.
Yes,
in
that was unwise of them. I'm shocked that they did not. Well, if you're up there, yeah,
Is the
take a drink
king?
of the milk on the way.
Is the king one of you?
Oh yes, he's chosen. He is the chosen king.
Chosen by monarch
Yes.
to be the king.
Well, I assume so. He's the chosen king.
I'm not gonna talk.
Do you want to go up there or follow Bullets McGee? He's going.
I'm going to
No,
playground.
I want to go follow us.
I think the Bessie chosen comes down the stairs at this point. It just like takes a slap of the meat and walks back up the stairs, just like as one of the background NPCs.
As
She
you can
looks
see,
happy.
I have been reformatted.
Oh yes, I can see. Looking away from the meat again and just like cracks the thumbnail but doesn't quite take off.
I gotta leave.
All
I
right,
gotta
well,
leave.
let's go find ourselves.
To the playground.
Yes. Into the playground. So from the butcher to the playground, you've already come down the flight of stairs. Now it's a flat, short hallway. This is a well-lit indoor park. Maybe 30-foot high ceilings, and the room itself is maybe 50 feet on a side. There is a jungle gym. There is a bunch of gaming consoles and arcades along one wall. There's like a swing set. there's a pile of like those giant building blocks with like letters and numbers on them and stuff.
This was
Which go up to 9, of course.
literal.
A single Lego.
Yeah, there's some Legos, but they're like oversized, like little toy race cars that you see. And all of the people here, who appear to be like adults, are just playing happily with the toys. They're like racing the cars with each other and like swinging on the swing sets. One of them like does a backflip off the swing set, and the others are like, "Whoa, it's crazy!"
Is this what your happiness is? I'm beginning to think maybe this would be better than, living as a scientist.
Slap her in the back of the head.
There is something strange. There is something strange about the behavior of all the chosen here. Despite a lot of them playing games like tag and things like that, or like the literal arcade games on the wall and stuff, it's almost strangely like ideal. Like the competitive spirit amongst all of them is like perfect sportsmanship. They're acting like children, but they have like perfect like etiquette and politeness with each other, and they're all like, "Wow, you did a really good job. You're the winner." It's like seeing like a kid's cartoon or something, where it makes like
Kids.
no real sense. Yeah.
Canadians.
Are we here?
Are you where?
Are we here?
You are not here.
We're not.
I mean, you are here.
I
But
think there'd be a lot less happiness here if we were still here. Because he'd be killing everyone.
Maybe.
Well, the fact that they're not all dead indicates that he,
Maybe Clone Dickie's nice. Maybe we should.
It's entirely possible.
We could
you
swap.
see, another strange thing is that despite a lot of these toys looking simple, there are some very advanced things to them. Like there's a chess set, and there are a couple of the chosen sitting there like playing bullet chess, just like super rapidly, swapping pieces, like incredibly quickly calculating chess positions. There are people playing like what appear to be very, very fast, like StarCraft 2 and one of the machines in the back or something like that. Like they are playing somewhat advanced.
How many
things.
turns ahead do you think they can count?
don't care.
More than 9, surely.
Absolutely not.
It doesn't interest me in the slightest.
There's a 4D chess set.
Bessie tries not to look
None
at
of
it.
it. We're not here, so I don't care.
And there's nothing here that looks weapony.
You think Monarch's here?
There, one of the arcade
Oh, I'm
machines
sure.
is one of those
There's
like you hold up
places
a
you
gun
can't
and
reach.
shoot the things like you're in a Chuck E. Cheese or something. That looks weapony.
I'll go look at that.
They're like shooting dinosaurs in a virtual like Jurassic Park adventure arcade game thing.
He picks up a gun that shoots a tiny laser light. That's it.
The arcades
job.
aren't covered in skin, are they?
You shoot a dinosaur with a laser gun and like a huge graphic like boom lights up. It's like 1,000 points and colors and lights. And yeah, we just see the reflections in Dickens' eyes.
Is anything here made of skin?
Not of the people. But
Okay.
They say video games make you violent. But I fucking love video games. They don't make you violent.
Right, we're not here, so I guess we can go on.
So do we go back to the skin room?
Unless you want to climb in a butthole.
I guess we
We
kind of don't have a
continue the
choice, do
loop.
we?
Well, I mean, we can continue the loop and go back up there and ask the king to come out and present himself to us.
We could. I guess.
Or we can,
We could also choose to just live among them and never go back to the skin room ever again.
You're already doing that.
That's true. It'd be repetitive to do it twice.
Yes.
I mean, we can take you back up there and jab that thing in your head. I saw how it's done.
I'm tempted. Believe me, I'm tempted at this point.
I mean, if you want to, I'll stick the thing right in the back
Well,
of your
thank you. I
head.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to bequeath my notes to you in that eventuality.
I'm gonna grab her by the shoulders and absolutely needlessly violently shake her. Get a hold of yourself! Get a hold of yourself!
I'm trying.
I don't think that's Hellsbane.
Well, see, the sad thing is that she could go get a hold of herself.
the ways of angels are so strange.
Yes, they are.
You don't want to chat with any of these guys over here?
No, I don't really think they're going to have anything more to tell us than we already know.
Okay.
Resisting the urge to put 2 of the 1 blocks next to each other.
That's what the last one did.
I think you're right.
I guess we're going in the fish hole.
What?
Well, do you want to go in the fish hole, or do you want to go up and talk to the king.
I would rather talk to the king before.
I don't give a damn about no king. We're here for the damn drive thing
Well,
or
this
whatever.
is true. We are getting distracted.
There's no other place for us to go. It ain't with these idiots.
You don't want to try to find us?
Well, presumably we've gone back to the skin room.
I am trying to do my hardest to not go immediately back to the skin room.
It would be the fastest way through.
It would be.
I will remind you all that travel does take time, and time means random kills.
Yes.
But
Or if the others, I will not resist too much if I am literally dragged kicking and screaming back into the skin room.
I'm not dragging you. You're either coming or
Yeah,
you're not.
Horace
You want
may
to
be
stay
ready.
here and play with the children, you go right ahead.
I just don't want to go in the skin room is the thing.
Well, in order for us to get out of here either way, we got to go back to the skin room.
somebody knock Bessie out real quick.
Go to your happy place.
Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna go back into the room. The
Oh, for the
dermo
love of
domain.
God. I'm leaving Bessie here. I'm just going back, presumably, to the skin room.
Alright,
Since
is
we were-
anyone specifically staying behind, going the other way?
No,
No.
but I am going to violently shove Bessie into that skin room.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
The floor is squidgy in this game, as it was. It smells stronger of fish in here than it did last time. There are actually a couple fish out on the floor of the skin room now.
Oh.
So we've already gone in the pipe.
And the statue in the middle of the room was holding hands with like a smaller naked figure next to it. It's now like got its hands under the armpits and is like swinging the figure around like mid.
Oh.
That's horrifying.
Sanity
That's
save for
amazing.
everybody.
I'm
Yeah.
not looking.
Well, why are you freaking out?
I critically failed as bad as you can do. I got a
Ooh.
99.
Alright, so you gain a stress and make a panic check.
I succeeded. I think it's great.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, look what I can do.
And I succeeded that.
I fail and consider shooting it.
Yeah.
He
fair.
probably does. You don't ever consider.
So did you panic?
I'm considering whether or not it would be effective on target.
Well, it is covered in skin, so probably.
Ain't looking a wound. Gotta find this thing's brain.
The fuck are you talking about, Dickie?
Kill the room.
Hey,
You're
don't
gonna
kill
kill.
the room.
You're gonna kill the room.
I want to kill a room.
Don't kill the room.
Okay. So presumably we came here, back here, and now there are fish out of the pipe. So I'm guessing we went up the pipe.
Other Dickie didn't kill the room.
Other Dickie ain't killing nothing.
So
they're
maybe
gonna-
follow his lead.
No.
He knows what he's doing.
That's how you know it's fake.
Because he knows what he's doing.
That is actually very good logic.
So since I looked up the pipe before, I'm gonna look back up the pipe and see if anything looks like it's changed up there.
Alright.
Aside from, the statue now
Yeah.
holding
There's
the
no
shot.
more wall of fish.
Yeah.
Because a lot of fish have been kind of scattered around. It looks like the wall of fish has been broken down. You do see a pair of eyes.
How many pairs of eyes?
One
How
pair of
many
eyes,
sides?
but a lot of mouths.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
God.
Shining teeth.
Is it going ching, 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 ching?
No,
Okay.
but like one big mouth, and like a couple very long, spindly hands.
Dickie,
And
you want to
this
kill
one
something?
It's your time
I
to
found
shine.
something.
I'm already trained on it, but I'm at this point completely unsure what we're even shooting.
I'm going to step out of the way because I know he's
Show
just
you
going
guys
to.
his art.
Everything has been weird. Oh yeah, I shoot that.
Yeah.
I know.
That's
he's,
a fish
Yeah,
man.
please shoot that.
Yes,
On
because he's,
sight.
So you
That's a
see
more-
that in the darkness, and it sees you,
Bang.
and it just starts slithering back, like just very
Well,
rapidly.
good. I'm going to step out of the way because I know this fool's going to shoot.
All right,
What?
you shoot down the tunnel.
What are we shooting? What's happening?
Don't worry about it. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I succeed.
Alright.
It feeds on panic.
You're a go ahead, roll damage. Shotgun.
It's gonna make her panic more.
What was
Oh,
me?
and everybody roll a panic check on
Okay.
saves.
33.
I'm gonna
33,
panic even
then.
just hearing it. That's
Do I still need a panic check even though I'm very excited?
Success.
I
Yes.
succeeded.
Yes. Panic check can also be like a
I failed.
I'm having a good day.
Okay, what'd you roll?
A 5.
A 5.
I bust it in the face for
So I
33
assume I'm
damage.
trying to roll higher than my stress.
And
then.
don't panic.
Yeah, so if you rolled under your stress into 5,
Yes, that is what I rolled.
you gain the new condition,
Yeah.
Coward.
We already
Good.
have one of those.
You must make a fear save to engage in violence, otherwise you flee. So you must succeed on a fear save.
Okay.
You can cue that with therapy or something later. That's what you got for now.
And my fear save is so potent at a 19.
Yes. Okay.
That's my sanity.
Speaking of sanity
My
saves,
sanity's a 53.
I
I'm
think
good.
you scientists have something special with sanity saves. We were doing a couple
They
of
have
those.
more. They have a plus 30.
Yeah, but I think their panic response
We
is sanity.
yes.
Whenever they fail sanity, we all gain stress.
There you go. So just keep that in mind. We've been doing a lot of sanity lately.
Yeah.
I won't retroactively cover it. It's fine. We'll just keep it in mind. I'm just remembering that now. So
When we fail a sanity check, everybody gains stress.
everybody gets just
Yeah.
because if the scientist can't understand reality, you're all fucked.
I'm just annoyed, so it gains stress.
Yeah. So you shoot it, and you just like shotgun shells go down the shotgun. Yeah, shells, not shells, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Your shotgun round goes down the pipe. You hear just like a fleshy thwack as it hits, and this thing just keeps going away. Just doesn't shriek, doesn't scream. You just hear the.
Does it sound like it's going straight?
It sounds like it has rounded a corner. You
Rounded
just
a
hear
corner.
the rumbling
Okay.
of it squidging through the pipe.
Dicky, pursue.
33 didn't do shit.
Yeah, it seemed almost entirely unaffected by.
Don't let any of the chosen hear you say that.
They don't know what 33 is.
That's fair.
They don't know what 30 is.
They did strangely know that guy was saying heresy when he said 17. So
They may know the numbers, but they're not supposed to let on that they know the numbers.
that's when they have to think extra hard about counting things.
Well, I reload.
The sounds grow fainter.
What's happening?
Fainter is good.
I don't
Dickie
hear-
shot a scary ass looking thing.
I don't hear any screaming, so it's dead, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, where is it then?
It left.
Oh, that's good. That's very good.
I'm already
We'll certainly
marching
never see
into
it
the
again.
pipe.
Definitely.
So
Stepping on
I'm gonna
fish.
get right in behind him
Chekhov's
Yeah.
rule
with
says
machine
that
gun out.
guns are never
Alright.
used for anything.
You guys
Fall in line, pursue target.
enter the industrial waste pipes and head inside, which will lead you to the sewers. There are many fish scattered throughout the sewers and other waste products. Strangely, there is some milk in the sewer too, but this place is lower
Milk
ground
to the
than
pipe.
the
There you
milk chamber, so that makes sense.
Flawless.
Eventually, while following these tunnels, you occasionally find like different intersections that take you off in different directions. But like when you go down one, if you take a wrong turn for like 20 feet, there's like a metal grate in the way, and you just keep following the grates that have already been like cut open. In some ways, you know that like it's the way that something went or people have gone in general. And you eventually arrive in a metallic chamber, small, 10 feet on a side. The walls are studded with scanning equipment all over this chamber. There's just like different, clearly like sensors, like cameras and things on the wall, just aimed at all different directions. Like it's trying to observe anything going in and out of this room. There is a body lying in the center of the room, splayed out, spread eagle, naked, and its entire torso is just ripped open, like ribs splayed out. Its guts just.
Is it any of
splayed
us?
in. It's not. No.
Was this thing leaving any
It
kind
looks
of
like
blood
one of
trail?
the chosen.
Was this thing leaving any kind of blood trail?
Oh no.
Okay. Bessie, you know what we're looking for, right?
Us?
The drive.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah. I bet Monarch isn't. Monarch. Yeah. I don't hear anything.
Yeah.
We're looking for a drive.
Okay.
I do remember that. I didn't forget that. So-
Gutter and sewer seem like similar sorts of things to my mind.
So,
So I think we ought to start searching here.
Does seem like a good idea.
Were there doors leading out of this room?
Yeah, if you pass through the room, there are some air ducts that lead back where you came, basically like up in the top of this place, just to keep air flowing in and out. And then on the other side of the room, there's like more sewer tunnel. But you'd have to pass through all these sensors, right? Or
Yeah.
disable them before entering or something.
So it kind of looks like maybe somebody sprung some kind of a sensor trap, and that may have possibly been why the Chosen was horrifically murdered on the floor. Maybe, possibly, potentially.
Do any of us still have EMP grenades?
I've got one.
Would that help?
Does this guy look like he was ripped apart or sliced by lasers?
Well, I mean, it may take down the sensors for a while,
Actually-
but it also may damage the drive.
It looks like it was ripped
If
apart.
If the drive is here.
And then,
Sure.
like, kind of half-heartedly squished back together, but, like, not all the way. And, like,
Yeah.
like somebody tried to squish them together, but it just kind of fell apart and they gave up.
I would like to gently shave the sensors off the wall using my vibra-machete.
Okay, you start to walk in the room. And
Yes.
there are hundreds across the wall.
This is gonna
Well,
take a while.
while he's
This may
doing
not be
that,
the
I'm
best
gonna
use
start
of my
looking
time.
around for any place that might logically have a drive in
Okay.
it.
All right. Give me an intellect roll.
Okay, now I've got industrial equipment, mechanical repair, and engineering. Do any of those things apply?
Not to this one.
Wonderful. 33, so it's a critical success.
Critical success. Go ahead and roll me another D100.
It's just kind of sitting on a pedestal in the middle of the room.
47.
47. Okay. So, you're looking throughout the room, and this isn't necessarily a logical spot, but you happen to think to look there anyways, because you see, it looks like the body on the floor was attempted to be put back together as if something was placed inside, and then the body was tried to hide whatever it was. So you gently, with the vibra-machete, just kind of poke open the ribcage a little bit, and you see a plastic baggie has been stuffed inside the ribcage of this corpse. And inside the plastic baggie appears to be a microfilm canister.
Surely these horrors will be within our comprehension.
Not a data drive, but it is a microfilm canister which would have data on it.
Maybe it just has
Okay.
a tiny little SD
Put that
card
inside
of
my
it.
backpack there, next to
Okay.
my Jimmy samples.
No.
Yeah, and write down that it was a 47
47.
roll on the die.
I'm just gonna march through the room, I don't give a shit.
Alright.
Gun forward, waiting for that thing to pop up for just a quarter of a second to shoot it again.
All of the sensors flash like they took a picture, and nothing happens.
I don't give a shit.
Alright.
Woohoo! I say as the one I'm sawing off.
Yeah, you get one off the wall and you're like, I did it, flash! Like, yeah.
Good job, Bessie.
Thank you.
And that's where we'll leave it for the week.
All
You
right.
guys will continue on into the sewers next time.
Alright, I've now tied my high score.
Do you think?
Good job.
Do you think what just happened is when the data was captured that allowed the fake us's to be made?
Did I add one last time, or am I?
There are a lot of instances in this game of the AI
Well, your
trying to
previous high
collect
score
data
had
on the
been 2.
players to make
Okay,
clones
so I
of
should-
them.
Yeah, but this
Four
was
now?
like a
You
cool,
should
like
be,
huge
well,
room full of
let's see.
sensors flash. That's like extra
You
special.
had 2, then you died in the next session, then you had 2, or no, you had 1, and then you died in the next session. So that would have been 4.